Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to episode 7 of my podcast, Road to FCAS. Well, it's been a while because I didn't record an episode last week. Well, I guess you guys will figure out why. But yeah, it's been a really busy, eventful, and packed 2 weeks. But honestly, I'm pretty happy about it. And I'm very excited to tell you guys about it. And I feel like today's episode is going to be long because there is actually a lot going on. And yeah, I'll just give you guys a full update of my life, I guess. Well, not that full, but basically what's going on. Well, I guess we can start with exams since that's like the most important thing in my life right now. Kind of. So, I got to difficulty 5.2 in practice exams. And I just finished adapt exam number 5 today during my study session. And it was pretty hard. And in fact, in the past 3 exams coaching actuaries has given me were all difficulty 5.2. And I'm honestly a little surprised because I thought they were going to like maybe lower the difficulty a little bit because I got like 60, 60, and then a 64, and then a 58 on today's. Oh wait, actually they gave me 4 exams that are 5.2, now that I think about it. But yeah, I guess they admire my ability, I guess. That's why they keep throwing those hard exams at me. But I think I'm getting good practice out of it, so I guess it's not that bad. But yeah. Usually the difficulty changes if you score like really close to a 60 or like below 60. And I feel like they like up the difficulty every time you do something good. So that's why I feel like I thought after I got that 64 on the difficulty 5.2 that they were going to up the difficulty and I will probably get cooked. But they didn't. So I guess, I don't know, maybe they changed the algorithm or something. But yeah. And also for my own leisure, I recorded some data when it about exams. So I recorded the date I take the exams, I recorded the difficulty of the exam I took, and I recorded the score of my exams. And in the Excel file I have, I graphed them out. So I had a graph of date versus difficulty. So it shows, how has the difficulty been changing, shifting, and also a date versus score. So to see how my scores has been moving around as dates proceed. And I did a simple linear regression of using the exam difficulty to predict the exam score. Well, it's very obvious that it's gonna be a negative relationship because, well, the harder the harder the exam, the harder it is to score higher. So of course, like your score is gonna be lower. But the past few 5.2s though, my scores has been swerving around. Well, I feel like that's because in those exams, I make guesses, and sometimes the guesses land and sometimes they do not. So that's one of the factors. So I really don't think difficulty would be the only thing that determines like the final score. So we're definitely gonna need more factors. Like it's not gonna be a simple linear regression. But well, I don't really have the ability to like do more like to actually like do a research out of this, because well, work and study, I don't really have time. But I just thought it would be a cool little side gig of me doing a simple linear regression of using exam difficulty to predict exam score. But yeah. And also, just from doing the exams, I mean, it's not like I'm scoring really high or anything, but I can see myself learning from each exam. And I actually feel quite hopeful for my exam in May 1st. It's actually coming up really soon. It's in like a month and a half. Now that you think about it. Ooh, scary. But yeah, I feel hopeful. It's not like I feel like I definitely got this, but I feel hopeful. As long as I keep practicing, keep learning, bettering myself, I think I've got a chance. And we're gonna hope that the chance lands. But yeah, so every time I finish my exam, I make sure to go back and look at the questions I did wrong or the questions I flagged, to see, oh, okay, how do you actually do this? Like, how do you approach this type of problems? Because there are a lot of problems where I would look at it and be like, I have no idea that they can ask a question this way, and I'm glad I'm seeing it right now. I mean, like, I say this a lot. It's like, oh, you see a hard problem. That's fine. It's good because you're practicing right now. You're not doing the actual exam. So you know it now, so you don't have to get confused later. But yeah. And I forgot if I mentioned this, but I started doing exam score bets with my new friends. I feel like I definitely mentioned this, but I have been sending out score bets in the friends group chat and have them bid on like what score range I'm gonna get, and I think it really makes it fun. Like, I actually kind of look forward to doing exams just so I can bet. We all like gambling, isn't it? And I also feel like I got better at using the Excel tool, like the Pearson Excel tool. Well, it's not Excel, it's spreadsheet. You can't use F4 in there. That kind of pisses me off. But anyways, it's like, I feel like I got a lot better at using it, and I'm happy about it. And I guess I just hope the Pearson Testing Center keyboard has the little, like the tiny square version of keyboard on the right side, because the keyboard I use at work has the 9 keys concentrated together on the right side, and the keyboard I have at home also has that. And I think I've gotten used to using it, and I think it's really convenient, easier than typing numbers from the top. So I'm gonna hope that the computers at Pearson has it, so it's easier. But I feel like they would, though. I feel like they would, but yeah. And overall, I wouldn't say it's too horrible of a start, because I mean, I actually thought I was going to struggle a lot more. I mean, I thought I was going to struggle a lot more. It's not like I thought I wasn't going to struggle, but well, I thought I was going to struggle a lot more in the beginning, because from my experience of sitting for exam P and exam FM, the first few exams are always like beating me up horribly, brutally. But exam math 1, it's actually been kind of fine. Like, I'm not, like, it's not like I'm getting good scores, but it's not like I'm getting bad scores. Those are okay scores. So I guess, but yeah. I feel like I can definitely get better, and I super duper look forward to getting better. But yeah. Well, now we're gonna talk about life a little bit. Whew, this one is gonna take a big part, a big chunk of my time today. And we'll see how long it takes. I'm gonna try to go not over an hour because that would make it a little too long. But yeah. Well, so the first big update would be that I moved out. Well, I said I think I mentioned it in previous podcast. I forgot, but I found a pretty nice apartment. Well, first, it's close to work, and second, it's pretty affordable. Third, it's at a very ideal location. Like, well, it's not on the first floor, and this apartment has elevators and it has security downstairs, so like, it's pretty safe, and it's also around a very safe area. So, very overall, very nice apartment, and I rented it and I moved in, and that's actually why well, part of the reason why I didn't get to record episodes last week, because I was busy packing stuff and throughout the week, just little by little. And the weekend was just like, well, some more packing, and Sunday was moving day. So yeah, but I moved out, and this actually would be the first podcast episode I record at my new apartment. It honestly feels really unreal because my whole life I've been kind of exposed to a type of family dynamic where kids don't ever leave their parents. Me personally don't agree with it. I do think, when I feel ready, I would really like to move out. But when I actually get to do it, it feels unreal because I don't know, it happened really fast. Because the whole process just went through really rapidly. Like, I went to go visit the apartment, and I just knew this is the best one I've visited, and I immediately applied after I got home, and to get the cheapest price, I decided on a move-in date that is 2 weeks out. So like 2 weeks later, I moved in, and not like literally the first night, like Sunday night, I spent Sunday night at the apartment. Like, everything has been put together, like all set up. Well, not everything set up. I still made a few trips back home to pick up a few stuff that I forgot, and but it was overall a really efficient moving process, and I actually couldn't really believe that I got it done in like a day, like to the point where I can actually live here, like have clothes here, I have food, stuff like that. So yeah. And now I have changed like the location for home in Google Maps to my apartment, and it feels, yeah, I don't know, it still feels really unreal. I mean, I like it, but it's like, wow, like I'm really doing this thing. And I'll be coming back to this place and be like, oh, this is the place I live in now. Like, this place that I toured, I live in here now, and this is my place. I'm paying for everything about this apartment. I'm paying for the rent, I'm paying for utilities, I'm paying for internet. Well, I'm paying for my own food, I'm paying for my own gas, I'm paying everything. Well, I don't pay for my car insurance because the car is technically still my mother's. So she is still paying the car insurance, but I'm gonna try to buy the car from her to see if my parents are willing to sell it to me for like $1 or something. If I get the car, I would be paying my own car insurance as well. So I don't know. It all just happened over the past few weeks. It's like, oh, like now I'm actually having my own place. And I just put together the little shoe rack I got from Amazon today, and got to, put away my shoes. They don't have to spread across the side of the door again. It's like, oh, wow. And I also brought some stuff from home today, from like my mom's house to here. And, just the apartment feels more and more complete and like more and more like my home. And I mean, I guess it's really early to say that, oh, this is my home. But I definitely see this as like my place. It's like, yeah, my place. Come to my place. This is my place. Like, this is where I live. So, yeah, I'm really happy that I got to do it. And now that I have my PC set up and, in my apartment, able to record a podcast and tell you guys about all these. Yeah, pretty magical. But yeah, so that's about moving out. And oh yeah, it's about that today. So after work today, I took a walk to a Harry's Theaters. It's pretty close to where I live, and it's like 2 miles-ish, a mile and a half. Oh wait, no, I think it's there and back almost 2 miles. It's like a bit less than a mile of walk over there. Like, I took a walk and I passed by a really beautiful neighborhood. Like, it looks really, really nice, and there's so many like beautiful cherry flowers, and yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, when I went to Harris Theater, I meant to search for a flavor of ice cream of a specific brand, but I wasn't able to find it. But that's okay. I got to walk a lot and see a lot of cool things, and yeah. But anyways, the second life topic is going to be about swimming. So this morning I went to swim, and I think that marks swim practice number 31, I think, from what I remember. Like, I don't go swim every single day because I can't really do that, and swim practice isn't offered every single day, but I've been going to practice since January, and I have been seeing a lot of improvements, and seeing those improvements make me really happy, because I never thought I was going to be able to like even get back to swimming those times. Like, I'm definitely not going to be able to like get back to where I was, well, when I was at my peak, which would be around the end of high school, beginning of college. Like, I can never get back there, but I just feel magical that I am where I am right now, like with my times and stuff. And I can physically feel myself getting back in shape. Like, my body feels lighter, like feels easier to move around. I feel stronger in the water, and it's great. And yeah, and on top of that, I signed up for one more swim meet. So I signed up for a swim meet in April, and our club is going to try to do a relay at that meet. And we're going to try to break the national master swimming record in that relay. And I think we can definitely do it. And speaking of that relay, this Sunday's practice is going to be a relay practice. Well, it's not like the whole practice relay, but like the 4 girls, including me, who are doing relays, would get together and practice relay starts and relay transitions and stuff. So Yeah. I just realized something. But anyways, it's okay. Well, I'm really excited to see how this turns out. And I invited a special someone to go see my meet as well. So it would be even more fun if that person could show up. And also, I started doing standing pull-ups. So I had a pull-up bar at my mom's house. I brought it here. I brought it to my apartment too, but unfortunately it doesn't fit any door frames. So I'm going to have to do pull-ups some other way. But when before I moved, I started doing pull-ups. Like, they're standing pull-ups though. They're not hanging pull-ups. So standing pull-ups is that, well, first, the pull-up bar isn't very high. Like, cause a door frame is only that tall, and like, I am not super short. I'm not tall, but I'm not super short. So when I grab onto the pull-up bar, my feet would be standing. Like, if I were to try to have myself hanging, I would have to like bend my legs. So, but the thing is, I as of now, I couldn't do hanging pull-ups yet. Like, if I were to start a pull-up like with my feet not touching the floor, I couldn't really pull myself all the way up. Like, I can pull myself up a little bit, but like, it won't be a complete pull-up. So I've been doing standing pull-ups, which means I start with my feet standing on the floor and pull myself up like that. After getting to the top, I release myself very, 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 very slowly. You know, just to, as a kind of strength practice for myself. It's not like I'm doing it hardcorely or anything, but it's like, oh, when I see it, I just go do it. But yeah. And also, now that I've moved into my new apartment, I would have access to gyms, so I'll start doing that. I'm pretty excited for it because I think it can get me a lot stronger than what I am right now, and definitely help swimming. So I do look forward to see how strong I can get, and how much faster I can get after I start lifting. I mean, like, outside of like how lifting helps swimming, I also just enjoy lifting and getting stronger. So very exciting stuff. And I watched a new horror movie recently. Well, if you pay attention to those ads or whatever, there's a horror movie out currently called Undertone. It is a A24 film, and it was pretty good. The trailer was good, and the actual movie, I don't think it disappointed. It did not disappoint. Like, I went to go see it, and I really admire this movie's way of scaring people. Like, a lot of horror movies, it's always like, oh, like, we're gonna show you this really disturbing face, like, running towards the camera, where like all of a sudden pops up, scares the crap out of you, and like using very visually disturbing things to scare you. Like, yes, that's gonna be scary because people don't like seeing disturbing things. But that's like kind of boring, because it's basically like making people feel pain by hitting them, instead of like some other ways. It's like, oh, if you hit someone, they're gonna be like ouches pouches, right? But if you can make them say ouches pouches some other way without actually hitting them, like, that would be a more admired way of horror. I don't know, like I feel like that's an analogy that probably only makes sense in my head. I don't even know if people would understand like what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. I don't mind jump scares, but I think abusing visual jump scares is low. Like, okay, buddy, like you really don't have any other way of scaring people, kind of thing. But yeah, so Undertone is a movie that uses sound to create a very intense and edging vibe. So as audiences, I was constantly like kind of nervous about something that may happen, but it did not actually end up happening. So I think that is a really divine way of making horror movies. It's like you're driving people's imaginations to achieve your goal of scaring your audiences. Like, I was intense the whole time, but there really isn't any super scary stuff. It's more like, as audiences, we're scaring ourselves more than anything. So it's like, they didn't really use any, well, there were like louder sounds, but it's not like disturbing or anything. It's just loud and sudden, and it ends soon. And I would say that there is not any visually disturbing things. Like, there were a few like faces that looked like strange and make you feel ugh, but like it's not anything visually disturbing. Like, yeah, a lot of it is like they will show you like a really vague shadow or something, and then you're like, okay, like they're gonna focus on that and it's gonna be a jump scare. You'll be like, oh my god, it's coming, but then the shadow just disappears, kind of thing. But yeah, I would say it's a pretty good horror movie just by rating the way it scares people. So yeah. And well, speaking of that movie, I suppose I would be able to introduce the very bombastic news of today, actually. Like, so, I actually started my first ever romantic relationship a few weeks ago. I think just around a bit more than, well, not a few weeks ago, not even 2 weeks ago. And it feels unreal because, well, I'm turning 24 this year. I have never been in a romantic relationship before, and just hearing people say that, oh, I like you too, it feels unreal because I have never ever heard people say that in a romantic setting. Like, of course, like my friends, I'll be like, oh, I like hanging out with you, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I like hanging out with you too. Like, I've heard that kind of I like you too, but I genuinely have never heard of I like you too in a romantic setting. So everything is new. But yeah, this person is amazing, and I feel really lucky to have this person in my life, and even luckier that this person also likes me. So I kind of want to document how I feel at this moment. I feel like I just feel like a kid all over again. Well, not like a kid. It's like, well, not fully like a kid. You know, like when kids try things for the first time, they'll be so excited. Like fun things, of course. It's not like things that scare them or anything. Like when kids try things for the first time, they're usually pretty excited. And I feel like that's me. I feel like everything is new, and I all of a sudden have all those emotions and feelings that has never presented in my head before. And it makes me smile when I think about it. And every time my mind comes to it, like every time I think of, oh, this person likes me too, I'll be like, what? Like, what? Like, this can't be true, right? But then I know that it is true. Yeah, so pretty special. And I would look forward to the day I see the person, because of course I wanted to see them and spend time with them. Just, it feels really special and very, very different, because I have never looked forward to seeing someone that is not my best friend. Like if I had like a hangout scheduled with my best friend, I would be so excited. And you know, before I sleep, I'll kick my feet, be like, oh my god, I get to hang out with my best friend, you know, like. But I didn't know that I could feel this way for someone who is not a best friend. I mean, also, I wanted to sidetrack and talk about how, like, this best friend thing. So I've seen a lot of people describing their significant other as their best friend, which, you know, I agree. Like, it's amazing if, you know, you actually either, well, you're dating your best friend, or your significant other has become one of your best friends. You know, that's great. But notice how I said one of your best friend? Like, I don't think a significant other can just automatically top everyone else. I have really close friends, but the person I'm dating, like, would not be able to top them. Like, I mean, it's not like I have feelings for my best friends or anything. I only have feelings for the person I'm dating, but it's different. As of now, I wouldn't call them by my best friend. I would call them, oh, this person I like, this person I'm dating, but I wouldn't call them my best friend, because I don't think we are. And it would be, I honestly think it would be offensive to my best friend and their best friend if we were to call each other best friends. Like, because I have friends who I've known for almost 10 years, and they also have friends they know for a long time. So I am in no place of being compared to their friends, and same goes for them. Like, I've known these people for so long, they've known these people for so long. Like, a new person can't just come in and kick everyone else out of the room. So yeah, I mean, I guess unless this person is actually like one of my best friends and then we started dating, yada yada, but that's not the case. So yeah, that's my thoughts on like calling your significant other your best friend. It's like, yes, it's cool if it's actually that way, but if it's not that way, I wouldn't call it that. Like, I don't know. I feel a little weird whenever feel a little weird whenever people say that, because obviously yes, you would want to call your significant other your best friend because how close you are with them. Well, you share your life, you share your stories, you share your emotions, you share almost everything with them. Yes, you guys are really close, but there are some things that are special only because you're best friends. And a significant other couldn't really replace that, in my opinion. It's not me saying significant other is not worth it or anything. I think it's great if people have it, but maybe it's also, me feeling a little unfair to hear my best friends calling their significant others best friends and be like, okay, where's me? Like, I've known you for so many years and you call this person you just met for 2 months your best friend. Well, that's not actually the case, but like, yeah, I don't know. I would be happy for people if they actually, have significant others that are actually like, best friends. But it's actually very okay if not. Like, you don't have to be best friends with your significant other. You just have to be good partners. Just have to be good life partners, right? But I don't know. Well, maybe my feelings would change. Maybe I would understand it later. But this is how I feel so far. But anyways, I don't even know where I was. So, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I was talking about how I get really excited about seeing the person. And I've never felt this excited for anyone other than my closest friends. So I think this is pretty special. And also something I think I have to fix is like sometimes at work, I would think about, oh my god, my weekend plans, and then I would be so happy and I'd be kicking my feet. Oh man, silly, very silly, very silly. But yeah, this is all really new to me, and I think both of us are just trying to figure out to see how this goes. And for sure, I hope this goes well because, my take on relationship is that I don't want to just date people to fulfill my needs. Well, I don't have any physical needs, but I have a lot of, well, not a lot of, like, I have emotional needs. Like, I would want someone to be there, to be supporting me, and I also support them, stuff like that. It's like, it'd be nice to have a companion. That's what I'm saying. Because a companion's not only there for you, they're also there for you in your mind. Because you think about them, you'll say to yourself, oh, they're with me. This is real. They're my companion. So that kind of fills a hole in my heart, kind of. I mean, as someone who has been prepared to spend their life alone since high school, I just feel really lucky that I get to have this experience. I genuinely never thought of the possibility of me being able to be with someone, because a lot of times it's already hard for people to accept me for who I am and actually be friends with me because I'm I'm weird and silly. It's already hard for me to make meaningful friends, so I don't even put my hope at all in romance, because that's a even deeper connection, and I didn't really think it's possible for someone to even like me back. So I've thought of a lot of future possibilities, and one of which being spending my whole life alone. And I've thought about it, I've given it a lot of consideration, and I think I'm fine with it. I'll be okay with it. Because, you know, just like you can't always ask people for help, you have to help yourself. Like, I will be okay with spending my life alone. And I've closed that thought process in high school already. So now I just feel lucky that I have someone, right? Like someone actually likes me and I like them too. And I think it's one of the most luckiest things ever. But yeah, I want to see how this goes. And oh, well, I was talking about my take on relationship. Like, I don't want to be with someone just because, oh, I feel lonely. That should not be the reason of people dating. Well, I know, like, it's not my place to tell people what to do, but me personally would not seek partners just out of loneliness, because, like, yes, I'm prepared to spend my life alone, and yes, sometimes I still feel lonely, and that's very, very normal, but I'm not going to try to put myself in something just because I'm lonely. So yeah, so my thought on relationship is that if I get into one, I would want to try to be as good of a partner as I can for them, and I want to try to be with the person for a long while, given that they're actually the type of person I think they are. You know, like, I mean, sometimes you'll like see someone, you think they're great, and then later find out that they're not that great, so you're like, bye. Like, you know, like, if, you know, I think the person is actually good, I would try my best to be a good partner, and I would like our relationship to last. So yeah, this is my take on relationships. It's not like I'm gonna force myself to stay or anything. It's like I would want to I'm willing to put in effort into building and bettering the relationship if I get in one. It's not like I'm gonna just be like anything goes. Like, I'm gonna try to put in effort to, you know, try to make them happy, try to make them smile, give them a good time, you know, care for them. Like, I'm gonna try to make this work. But it's not like I'm gonna force anything. I'm gonna try to be a good partner, and we'll see how this goes. But yeah. And yeah, it's kind of a new chapter for me, honestly. Just because I've never had this type of connection with people before. It's always like me liking someone, already knowing that they don't like me. So I would just sit there and be sad. Be like, alright, suck it up. Womp womp. But yeah, I really hope this goes well because I think that person is amazing and I extremely enjoy their presence. I enjoy spending time with them. I enjoy hear what they have to say. And I always look forward to seeing them. So, yeah. Alrighty, now for part 4, I'm still gonna talk about what I look forward to because, you know, it's always great to talk about these hopeful things. Well, first, I really look forward to getting better at exam as 1. Like, now I am only 5 adapt exams in. I feel like I can definitely get maybe 10, 15, 20 more in before I actually take Mass 1. And I look forward to seeing like how much better I can get. You know, just keep taking those exams. I think it's a very achieving and satisfying thing to realize that you've gotten good at a certain material. So I look forward to seeing my growth in ability on those topics that I'm sitting for. And I also look forward to, you know, being challenged with exams that are of higher difficulty, and potentially I would get higher scores as I practice. I mean, whenever I get hit with a new higher level difficulty, I always do pretty bad, and honestly that's okay, and that's so expected. Like, it would be weird if I scored even better when they give me harder exams. That would be just not intuitive. Like, every time I feel like an exam is hard, I'll be like, okay, like this one they probably upped the difficulty and I probably get to learn more. Like, you know, that also means that the software thinks I have more ability to be facing those problems. So that's actually a good thing. So I do look forward to coaching actuaries assigning me higher difficulty exams to see where I am, how I do, stuff like that. And well, now that I am finally living on my own, I have a lot of things I want to do. Well, first, I would really like to have an apartment warming party. Actually, I'm gonna call it apartment toasting party. Because why not? Toasting's fun. Warming's boring. Toasting's fun. I'm gonna have an apartment toasting party. I'm gonna invite my friends over to, you know, have a good time and maybe play some games. I'll make food for them and, you know, we'll have a good time. And other than that, I also want to have friends over. So when I moved from home, I brought over the TV and a TV stand. So I do have a TV in the living room, and I just ordered a small couch to put in the living room. So it'll soon be even more complete. So it would look a lot better, I feel like. And I look forward to seeing, like, you know, how this turns out. And it will be very fun when people come over, when I have everything finally together, all like put up and, you know, organized. So, and I think it'll be really fun to have friends over to my own place. Like, my own place. It's my apartment. It's like, people are gonna say, oh, I'm going to Delania's apartment, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to Delania's mom's house. Right? Yeah, but I really look forward to that. Just the feeling of welcoming friends to a place of my own feels very special. I don't know. I don't know if everyone feels this way, but I certainly do. And another thing that I look forward to is to get better at what I do. I've been learning a lot since I started in December, and I still feel like I learn more stuff every single day as I go. So naturally, you would be like, oh, like there's just gotta be more stuff that I'll be learning then. And I believe that would be true. I've already seen a lot of improvement on my working ability. Like I could do some more stuff individually. I was able to put together things that are more complex that I definitely could not have done when I first started. So that's a proof of me getting better and learning things. And I was able to be more of a help to my coworkers. And I mean, at first they were all just teaching me, right? But yeah, I feel very happy about seeing the progress of me learning and learning, developing, and growing at work. So I also really enjoy what I do, so even better. And I another thing I look forward to is locating myself at a better space mentally. And I actually have been working on that. Like, I started therapy, and I started swimming, and that also really helps. Stuff like that. There's things I kind of briefly talked about in previous podcasts. I feel like I have not been doing this good in a very, very, very long time. It's not like I'm just all of a sudden having a good day. This past month or two has been pretty good. Like, I think ever since I started therapy, things just kind of magically started getting better somehow. Like, yeah. And I am hoping for things to keep getting better. Because why not, right? Like, I know there's going to be ups and downs. So, well, it's not always going to go up, but hopefully the long-term trend is going up, and I am hoping to be at potentially the best mental situation I've ever been, probably, because I wouldn't say that I have been in the best place in the past 6-7 years. Like, I'm not horrible. I'm not doing horrible or anything, but I wouldn't say that I was at my best mentally. So now that I am really trying to work on myself, I am hoping to see more improvement on that. So, and also I think feeling happy about your own progress is something very important. It's not like you're bragging about yourself or anything. You're actually moving forward. You're actually making progress. So you should recognize it. And I enjoy recognizing those things because those are the proofs of me, my effort of wanting to get better, of wanting to work on myself and my effort of working on myself and the result of me working on myself. So, yeah, a lot to look forward to. And also, over the summer, I will potentially be taking a few days off to visit my buddy up in New York. So the buddy of mine is a very smart person. They're doing a very cool grad school thing up there in New York, and I was talking to them the other day, and I talked about potentially, I can take a few days off and, do a long weekend and go visit you. And they're like, it would be the best if we do it over the summer because they don't have school over the summer and they'll be staying at school still. So it'd be very convenient for me to visit. And I did check my PTO that I can for sure take a day or two off and connecting it with a weekend and, fly up there and spend a quality few days with my buddy. Yeah. I really look forward to that because I haven't talked to them in person. I haven't talked to them in person in a long time because we're all so busy at school. Even when we were close to each other physically, like we live closer than right now. Like we didn't have any time to really catch up or have deep conversations like we used to. And so I really, really, really look forward to that. I think as time approaches, we're going to figure that out. And I think I definitely would be able to make it. Yeah. And also, I found a bunch of Yuri. I think that's how people say it in English. I found a lot of, not a lot of, some Yuri. I'm not very good at blending Japanese words in English sentences. Basically, lesbian games. And I really look forward to playing them. Some of them are on Steam, and I want to try to wait for when they go on sale and then buy it and then play it. But I found a bunch that are recommended by many and set to have good quality. So I look forward to playing them. I've always been a really big fan of Yuri. So it's not the way of people kind of sexualizing lesbians or gay people. It's as someone who swings both ways, I enjoy both types of relationships, and Yuri to me is a bit more special because, just typically women have more nuanced, I guess it's not that, okay, let me think of a better way to say this. It's girls are typically more sensitive to feelings, to emotions, and therefore it is, and also girls are typically more willing to talk about their emotions. So if you put those two together, it's really easy to trigger some communications of very nuanced and very special emotional communications. So that's one thing I like about Yuri, is that usually it will have really good illustration of characters' emotions, and I am a big advocate of that. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna wait for the games to go on sale and then go nuts. Well, it's not like I have so much time anyway. But and speaking of games, I bought the Fate Stay Night remastered version from Steam, and I'm very excited to play it. I mean, now that I have a PC for the first time, like there are so many games that I want to try, and Fate Stay Night being one of them. So Fate series is what like originally got me into anime, Japanese culture, all that. So it's like it has a very special place in my heart. So being able to actually play through the Fate Stay Night game myself would be pretty special, and I look forward to that. Yeah. And well, also lastly, I look forward to see how my relationship goes. You know, like a relationship requires efforts from two people. It can't just be me trying what them trying. It has to be us both wanting to make this work. You know, I said I would be trying, but if they are not trying, then this is not gonna work. And womp, that sucks. Okay, sometimes it's like that. I mean, it's not like it's like that now, but like, you know, just sometimes it really do be like that. One person will be trying, the other person does not, right? And I was kind of thinking to myself about this. If this actually goes well, you know, after a few months, half a year, I would really like to introduce this person to my significant friends. Because to me, like a lot of people, like, you know, when they have a significant other they really love, they would introduce them to their parents. But to me, I somehow don't feel the necessity of introducing that person to my parents, because for some reasons I don't feel a very strong sense of family from my own family. And instead, I feel that from my significant friends, like the closest people I am with in my life. I mean, that's definitely not the case for most people. And I want to feel more okay with being that, just because I know it's not because I hate my family of any sort. I don't hate them at all. I just don't really have the kind of family feeling with my own family. And I mean, I know that's unusual, but I think I kind of know why. It's something that I'm gonna try to fix. But if I couldn't fix it, well, it's like I realized that there are things about me and about them that maybe indirectly caused me not having any feelings for any family members. It's not like I don't care about them, no feelings. It's like, I don't see them as friends. I just see them as people in my family. It's like some people will say, oh, like my mom and dad is my best friend. Like that is not the case for me. And it's not like I'm gonna try to be best friends with them, but we're just people who are related. That's how I would define it, kind of. I mean, I appreciate my parents for doing all those things for me. I really appreciate that. Just somehow, maybe a part of me is missing. Maybe I have some sort of emotional disability. I just cannot develop a lot of family feelings for them. But yeah, and also because of some other reasons, I would feel like introducing the person I'm dating to my significant friends to be more like introducing them to my family compared to introducing them to my actual blood related family. But anyways, that was a long sidetrack. Like, all I was saying was that I hope this relationship goes well because, again, I think they're an amazing person, and so far I have enjoyed every second I spent with them. So I am greedy, so I want some more of those seconds. But yeah, long podcast today. And I suppose we can get to the end of the podcast song now. So the song I wanted to sing today is called 歌に形はないけれど. It's a older Vocaloid song. It's written by Dorico. That person also wrote the very famous Romeo and Cinderella. So yeah, it's a really calming song, and I'm not gonna do any pitch changes on it, so it's mostly gonna be pretty low because I sing one octave lower, and I actually do enjoy that. Like, I enjoy singing low notes. But yeah, all right. Let me turn the reverb on. All right. Let's see.薄紅の時を彩る花びらひらひら舞う光の中僕は笑えたはず鮮やかな日々に僕らが残した砂の城は波に焦げきっと夢が終わる真っ白な世界で目を覚ませば伸ばす手は何もつかめない見上げた空が近くなるほどに僕は何を失った透き通る波映る僕らの影は青く遠くあの日僕は世界を知りそれは光と涙僕は歌うよ笑顔をくれた君が泣いてる時ほんの少しだけでもいい君の支えになりたい僕が泣いてしまった日に君がそうだったように
僕がここに忘れたものすべて君がくれた宝物形のないものだけが時の中で色あせないまま透き通る波何度消えてしまっても砂の城を僕は君と残すだろうそこに光を集め僕は歌うよ笑顔をくれた君が泣いてる時頼りのない僕だけれど君のことを守りたい遠く離れた君のこともこの光が空を越えて羽ばたいてゆくそんな歌を届けたい僕が贈るものはすべて形のないものだけど君の心片隅で輝く星になりたい
Alrighty. Well, that was a long podcast. Well, if you've also shared your time with me this week, thank you for bearing with me. I hope you enjoyed it. And well, I will see you next time with more updates.